Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I just got home back in Florida from my weekend in South Carolina in Greensville for the Southeast Game Exchange. I went last year in 2023, had a fantastic time last year. So me and my buddy, we definitely wanted to go back again this year. So we went back to Greensville this year for the weekend to check out the Southeast Game Exchange. I'm kind of rocking the Southeast Game Exchange Metal Gear theme shirt. Big theme this year was Metal Gear. So I kind of wanted to keep like my purchases Metal Gear themed, especially since about 10 years ago I sold some of my game collection. There's stuff I needed to get back. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to get into my haul. But right off the bat, I just want to say, love the Southeast Game Exchange this year. It was bigger. It was better. I didn't have like a whole lot of time to go through all the nitty gritty stuff, but they had great selection, like great booths, great like arcade games, all kinds of just stuff. It was bigger, like almost double the size of last year. And I'm hearing that next year is going to be like a 3-day event, which I'm super looking forward to, because trying to do everything in 2 days is a lot. So hopefully they do go with that 3-day event next year, which is going to be super awesome. So let's get into my haul at the con. Now I got a little bit of everything. Whereas last year I bought all Xbox and Xbox 360 games. Like I bought a lot of stuff last year. Spent about the same amount of money this year, but have about half of what I had last year compared to this year. Like last year it was just insane the amount of stuff I bought. I had to bring like boxes back to Florida with me. That's how much stuff I bought, because I was buying like all Xbox and Xbox 360 games. Like they were super cheap, like $5 a game. Some places had like 5 for $20. I was just buying hand over fist last year. This year I went with a different type of theme. I like I said, I wanted to stay Metal Gear themed, but I also wanted to pick up stuff on N64, PSP, PlayStation, PS2, just different things, a variety of different things. Now to start off, some obscure things that a lot of people probably wouldn't care about, but I care about. I bought these 4 vinyls. And I really been getting into vinyls lately, picking up like anime soundtracks, video game soundtracks. There was a booth that sold these vinyls, and like the Chocobo and Chill, like this one was really cool. It has a lot of themes from Final Fantasy. I thought the vinyl itself, the record itself, was awesome looking. And they had like the Prelude, the Chocobo theme, Eris theme, like so many great themes, Titus's theme, like so many great themes on this, that this was definitely a pickup. They were like $40 a pop or 2 for $70. I bought 3 from that booth. I bought the Chocobo and Chill, I bought the Legend of Zelda, and I bought Samus and Chill, which is of course Metroid. And I really like the vinyl for this one too. Look at that one, like the blue Samus Zero suit, like it's super awesome. And then at a separate booth, I found this, which is my favorite, and it's the Metal Gear Symphony. And it's got the Metal Gear theme, it's got Sniper Wolf's theme, it's got Psycho Mantis. Like it's super cool. The record themselves looks like absolutely awesome. And as soon as I got back into Florida yesterday, the first thing I did was pop on all the vinyls and listen to it. The Chocobo and Chill one surprised the heck out of me at how much I absolutely loved it. I love Final Fantasy music in general, so just absolutely just loved those vinyls. So those are gaming related, but they're not games per se. So let's get into the games themselves. I guess we can start with this pile. So I picked up a couple PS1 games. One is Star Wars Jedi Power Battles. This was a game I absolutely loved as a kid. It's basically episode 1 of Phantom Menace. They made a Phantom Menace game. It wasn't good. I thought about buying it. It was like $5. And like every booth had it for like $5. Wasn't good, but I had Jedi Power Battles, and I was seeing this going anywhere between $10 to $20. This was a really good copy, $10. So I went ahead and picked that up. And then my wife, she knew I was looking for wrestling games for the Nintendo 64, and she came across WCW Nitro on the PlayStation, which is a game I owned. I remember renting this from Blockbusters, loving it as a kid, and then buying it. And then the problem was, once I discovered discovered, like WCW versus the World, WCW Revenge, and all those, it made this game look awful because this game you have to do like button combinations in order to pull off moves. It's sort of like WWF Warzone and WWF Attitude. But I think Attitude and Warzone is better than this game. This was cool at the time. Like, I still remember like the opening sequences where it's like Diamond Dallas Page is just talking trash, and then like Scott Hall's like, "Yo, Chico, like there's a choice here."
Yo, Chico, you selected Scott Hall?
Like, I love this game. It sucks, but it has a lot of nostalgia. Like $8, I can't go wrong with $8. And then a couple PS3, PS2 games here. Like I said, I'm looking for Metal Gear games, so I picked up Snake Eater. I do have Sons of Liberty, and I did try to find a subsistence version, but like every one was $40. And I got to get it eventually because you have the free roaming camera in that version, not in this version. You know, like I said, I sold my collection about 10 years ago. I'm trying to buy back a bunch of stuff, and it was complete in box. And like I said, it was $15. And I was like, why not? I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on it. I've been in a Metal Gear mood a lot lately. So, especially since I knew the con was Metal Gear theme, I've just been in a massive Metal Gear mood. So I went ahead and picked up Snake Eater. And then another one I wanted to pick up is Kingdom Hearts 2. I wanted Kingdom Hearts as well. And the problem was there was a copy of Kingdom Hearts, Black Label Kingdom Hearts. Every other booth had like Greatest Hits copy, which I do not like Greatest Hits copy. And I went around to all the different booths to try to find that one Black Label one again. And I could not find it, but I did find this as I was leaving. And again, this is complete in box. And Kingdom Hearts 2 is arguably one of the best Kingdom Hearts games of all time. I really like 3. I think 3 is criminally underrated, but everybody loves Kingdom Hearts 2. I love Kingdom Hearts 2. So this was definitely a given picking this thing up. And I had my CRT hooked up back there. I'm going to play it through. I played through the whole series on the HD collections. Now I want to go ahead and play it on my CRT. I want to get that nostalgia feeling. And then another game I picked up at the last second. The guy gave it to me for half off. It was Yu Yu Hakusho. I loved this game. But this was $20. The guy gave it to me for 10 because the top of it, the cover is a little messed up. But this is a game that I loved as a kid. As a kid, I mean in my early 20s. And I just want to go back again, play it on my CRT, and just have fun playing it. And now we get into the N64 games. I bought what I bought? 6 or 7 N64 games. No Mercy was the one I was looking for. Me and my wife was trying to hunt this down. A lot of places had it, but it was super expensive. This game is going for like $45 to $50. I managed to get this for $25. You can see the cartridge is beat the hell, but if I don't know, it just went up a lot. Whereas I picked up WrestleMania 2000, and this game was going for 15 or $20. I got this for 15. So I got both of these. If anybody asks, I already have the WCW games. They're back there. It's actually already loaded in my N64. I posted a picture, and people are like, "You got to get WCW." I'm like, I already got it, guys. But yeah, so I picked up both the WWF games on the N64, WrestleMania and No Mercy. I picked up Ocarina of Time. $30 actual cartridge is phenomenal because I see stores selling repo carts of this for $40 to $50, but I see people making repos of the gray copy and trying to sell it for, like I said, $40 to $50 repo. So I got all these other than No Mercy. I got all these in the same booth, and the guy started cutting me deals with them, right? I started like picking all kinds of them out. So the more I bought, the more he took off. So got Zelda, then a game from my childhood, Shadows of the Empire. This game is not good. I don't remember this game being good at all, but I remember playing it a lot as a kid and just having a blast playing Shadows of the Empire. So I want that nostalgia feeling. And like I said, he started chipping stuff off, so I ended up only paying $10 for this. Star Fox 64, he chipped off 3, only paid $15 for this, which is awesome because I seen this game going pretty high up there as well, $30, $40 range. I ended up getting it for 15. And then he knocked this down to 10, and that's Rogue Squadron. This was a much better Star Wars game compared to Shadows of the Empire. I had a blast playing Rogue Squadron. I remember it was one of the first games I actually had to use the expansion pack for. And like I said, he knocked it down to 10. So I got these 64 games pretty cheap. The only one I paid full price for was Zelda, which, I mean, it was $30. That was already a pretty good deal. Everybody else is selling it for $50. And then everything else he kind of knocked down with Shadows of the Empire and Star Fox and Rogue Squadron and all that. And then to kind of wrap up the N64, I got one of these. It is the Retro Fighter Brawler 64, and it comes with the attachment that you hook into your N64, and you can now play N64 games with a more modern type of controller, which is definitely easier because I started playing Ocarina of Time yesterday, and it's hard playing on that N64 controller. It is very, very difficult. As a kid, we had no choice but to adapt. Gaming back then, you either adapt or you die. And so it was a much different, experience back then. But yeah, super excited to jump into some N64. Got the CRT already back there, ready to go. Maybe I'll stream some. Not entirely sure. I do have my RetroTink 5X right there that I can hook it up to. If I decide to do that as well, you just leave your comments in the comment box if you want to see that. And now we get into the finale here. And these are PSP games. Okay, I kind of bought a lot of PSP games this year. I'm going to leave this one for last because that's sort of the one. So I spent kind of a lot of money on PSP games. So Valkyrie Profile, $30, got this one complete in box. And I believe this is a remake or a re-release of the first Valkyrie game from PS1. So super curious. The only Valkyrie game I played was the one on PS5, and it was not good at all. But I hear these are fantastic games, so I'm super excited to give this game a try. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Like I said, I played the HD one in the HD collection on PlayStation, and now I want to try it on the actual PSP console and give that a try. Back in the Metal Gear, like I said, Metal Gear Acid. This is not complete. I paid $15. Does not come with the booklet, so I'm gonna have to hunt the booklet down. I love this game. I really did love this game at the time when it came out. It was the second game I owned on my PSP when I bought it on launch day. But loved it. I wanted Acid 2, but the problem was Acid 2 was $50, and I didn't know if I wanted to pay $50. Only one booth in the entire con had Acid 2, and they had $50 on it. I was like, I just don't know if I want to drop $50 on Acid 2. But I did get Acid 1. I did get Peace Walker, and I was looking everywhere for Portable Ops. I found Portable Ops Plus everywhere. Portable Ops Pluses everywhere. One booth had 6 copies of Portable Ops Plus, but not one booth had Portable Ops. And Portable Ops is to me, Portable Ops is one of the best Metal Gear games story-wise. I think Metal Gear Portable Ops is a better story than Peace Walker, but people don't consider it canon because Hideo Kojima had nothing to do with it. But it's a phenomenal game. He meets Roy Campbell. He meets Gray Fox. It's such a phenomenal game. And I believe they reference it in MGS4. Peace Walker is good. Peace Walker took the idea of Portable Ops, and Hideo Kojima is like, I can do that, And Peace Walker is phenomenal. I love Peace Walker, but I love Portable Ops, and I was looking everywhere for Portable Ops, and all I can find was Portable Ops Plus. And Portable Ops Plus is just an online version of Portable Ops. It doesn't have the campaign, which is a letdown. Then I bought God of War Ghost of Sparta. Picked this game up. I forgot how much I paid for it. Because the sticker's not on here anymore. Oh, if you guys are wondering, I paid $30 for Peace Walker. Don't remember how much I paid for this. I think it was $44. And I only found 2 booths that had this. One was like $55. The other one was $44. I went with the $44. And then I picked up God of War Chains of Olympus. That's the name of it, right? Chains of Olympus. Paid $25 for it. So I got both God of War games for the PSP. I've been on a PSP kick lately. I don't know why. And then I got Jeanne d'Arc. Everybody keeps saying this is like one of the most phenomenal RPGs on the PSP, which is basically Joan of Arc, and it's like a Final Fantasy Tactics type game. So I'm super excited to jump into this. I paid $44 for this one. I'm super excited to jump into this. I hear a lot of amazing things about this, so plan on jumping into this one soon. And the final game that I picked up at the con was Lunar Silver Star Harmony, which is a remake of Lunar Silver Story. or Silver Star Story or Silver Story, whatever, the first Lunar game. So this was my dilemma throughout the entire con. I wanted to get a Lunar on the PS1. There was about 7 or 8 booths that had them, and it was ranging anywhere between $140 to $200. And of course, the lower the price, the more beat up the box was. I found 2 copies that were $200. One was in a nice plastic shell, and they were taking care of it. And I was like debating if I wanted to pull the trigger on that copy. And then there was another one that was in better condition, but didn't have the plastic case. And I was debating which one to go and get. And then finally, I decided not to get any of them, just to get the PSP version, because I was like, look, do I really want to drop $200 on this right now? Like, that's going to be a decent chunk of my money that I can get like a few other games. Like, if I would have bought the $200 Lunar, I would have been able to get like No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000, Kingdom Hearts, or some of these games. Like half of these games I wouldn't have been able to get, because I would have spent a large amount of that money on Lunar and PS1. But next year, I plan on going with more money and being able to pull the trigger and get my copy of Lunar. But in the meantime, I just want to play the game. And from all the research that I've heard, the PSP version is actually the better version, because it has all new cinematics and new chapters to the game, and the character sprites all look better and well animated. And it was $60. So I was saving $140 that I could get other stuff for. So, I could just hook up my PSP up to my Elgato or my Retro Tank and play it on a TV, and I won't be missing anything. So I still get to play it like the PS1 game. So I'm happy about that, and I saved a little bit of money. I'm bummed because I wanted that high ticket item, that collectible that could stick on my shelf like my Final Fantasy games back there. But at the same time, I wanted to be able to get more things. So I did end up pulling the trigger on Lunar for the PSP over the PlayStation 1 version. But I am happy with my purchases, and I'm already have it loaded into my PSP and ready to give it a try. So Southeast Game Exchange this year, definitely had a lot of fun. That first day was kind of rough. I had the wrong shoes on. My feet were killing me. I only stayed at the con for like maybe 3 or 4 hours. Went back the next day, had much more fun because I brought different shoes and just a lot of different things. Next year is a three-day event, so I'll be able to go and really experience the con, go to some panels, go to some different events and stuff. But absolutely had fantastic time at Southeast Game Exchange. I love Greensville. I think Greensville is a beautiful town, and just had a blast with my friend going and just getting in these awesome games. Like, he picked up a Sega Saturn, which I'm super jelly because the guy he bought it from had 3 and they were like $80. And then after I left and was heading back to Florida, I was like, man, I should have picked up one of those Saturns because I love Die Hard Arcade, and they have it on the Sega Saturn. And I was like, man, Saturn is really underrated because there's a lot of games like Tomb Raider and Resident Evil that are better on the Saturn version. And I wish I would have pulled the trigger and got one as like he did. But he picked up some great stuff too. And I just had a blast. He had a blast. And it was another great year. So anyway, that is my haul for Southeast Game Exchange. Thank you guys so much for watching this probably long and boring video. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you guys want to help a brother out, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms. Thank you so much for watching.